Hi everybody, welcome to Art with Miss Karen. This is our very first video, so welcome. I hope that everyone's doing okay being inside, but hopefully my videos will just give you some inspiration to be more creative and use your time to just make some art and have fun with what you have already at home. So hopefully you'll have some paper around or some pencils, some markers, just little things like that. So those are the kinds of things that I'm going to be trying to make videos about so that you already have these things. You don't need to go outside and go scavenge for paper or pencils. You should already have these things at home so you can make whatever we're going to make really easily. So today we're going to start with just a how to draw a lion video. So today we're going to start, and hopefully you can see what's in front of me. I have my school camera looking at what I'm drawing right now. So you guys, if you don't have a paper and pencil out right now, then go ahead and grab one, pause the video. But I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing a lion. So the very first thing that I like to do is to keep in mind to not push too hard on my paper, because when I push too hard, then it's hard to erase. So you're gonna use very light strokes and light movements. And as always, we like to put in the basic shapes first. So I'm gonna draw a lion, and this could be a female or male lion. The only thing that's going to be different is we're going to put a mane on the male. But everything that we're going to do to start off is going to be the same at the beginning. So we're going to start by drawing a circle for the head. A nice circle. And you notice I'm using my whole arm to make that movement. I'm not moving my wrist to make a circle, because that would be really difficult. Move your whole arm to make that circle. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is make an oval for the body. And I'm just going to check my camera and make sure that this is showing up. Looks like it's a little bit light. So I'm going to make this just a little bit darker so you guys can see it a little bit easier. So you can see that. All right, a circle and an oval. That's what we have so far. And then I'm going to connect them with some lines for the lion's neck. It's a joke. Okay, lions. Okay, you didn't get it. That's okay. All right. Now we're going to continue. This is the back of the line. We're going to give them a tail. So you can make your tail curve down or up, however you want it to face. Then we're going to make another line that goes exactly right next to it. There we go. So now we have our head, our body, our tail coming around. And you can go ahead and make it look like a paintbrush at the end of the lion's tail. Just like that. Give it some lines. The lion joke again. Okay, we're going to stop with that now. Okay, next thing we're going to do is pull down some lines, some straight lines to make one leg. This is going to be for one leg. So go ahead and give it an oval at the bottom of those two lines to show that that's one leg. And then over here next to it, draw one line, and we're going to draw another oval next to that one. There we go. So now we have two front legs. And for the back legs, we're going to make a curved shape that is giving us kind of a circle over here for his hind leg, and then make two straight lines coming off of the back of that leg. So this thing is going to have a more realistic back leg right here. And then give it an oval for the paw over here. Make sure that it's level with the front foot. Mine is not completely level, so I'm going to bump it up a little bit. So now we have three legs, and we need one more. So make sure you keep in your belly line, and you're just going to follow the same line that we have for the other back leg. And there we go. So now he has four legs, a tail, and let's give it some more detail in the face. So when we do the face, I usually start off with whatever is going to be in the center. So we're going to start off with his nose. You could do a triangle. You could do a more realistic shape if you want. I'm just going to stick with a triangle for now. And then we're going to make a line going down and two lines going to the side, just like that. All right, now for his eyes, you could just draw an oval or a circle or something like that. But I'm going to make some lines that go over and around and lines that point down towards his nose to give him more of a cat-like eye. So again, it goes over and around, and then the bottom line points down to his nose. And then you can give him some cat irises, which is like a V shape. I'm not going to fill them in case you want to color them in a color later. So we're just going to leave them like that. And then our lion needs some ears. There we go. Got some ears. So at this point, we have all of our basic shapes laid out. And so now I'm going to go through and we'll erase some of the shapes that we don't need. Like this one. We don't need this part of our oval for the body anymore, so we're going to get rid of that one. Okay? And we can even reinforce the line that comes around its back and to its tail. Okay? And we can reinforce the line that comes to its back leg. There we go. And I think that we need to have the line here that comes to its paw, just like that. And if this is going too fast for you, please feel free to pause the video at any time. I just don't want this video to get too long, so we're not going to spend too much time slowing it down for you, but you can always pause the video if you want to. Now let's look at the paws. How can we make these a little bit more lion-like? So we're going to just add some lines. 1, 2, 3. Just curved lines that fall right next to each other. We're going to do that again on this paw right here. Go 1, 2, 3. Staying inside of that oval that we made. And you bring it down. We're going to make this line meet up with this belly line right there. There we go. All right, now again for the back, we're going to do that again. So 1, 2, 3 lines that stay inside of the oval. Okay, and the last paw, 1, 2, 3, inside the oval. And there we go. So sometimes paws can be really, really difficult to get right. So don't be discouraged if you can't do it. It took me a lot of practice to get paws to look nice like this. But if you stay inside your oval and you make those curved lines, you won't have any problems at all. All right, so at this point, we have a very nice looking female line. Maybe we could even give her some cheekbones. You can make her cheek pop out a little bit. To give her more of a interesting face shapes, maybe some hair. So this is a very nice looking, maybe a young lion or a female lion. Now if you want it to be a male lion, let's go ahead and add some a mane to him. So we're just going to draw an oval around him to give us a nice shape. And you can make it bigger or smaller, however you want. But once you have where you want the edges of the hair to be, then I'm going to start adding some of that hair. I'm just going to follow that mane, that circle that I just made. We're just making kind of like grass, just making those furry shapes. All right, now I'm going to erase some of the lines inside that we don't need, like the neck lines. We just want his head popping out through the mane. All right, let's see. I think our line's looking pretty good. All right, now we're gonna put in a background and describe where the lion lives. So lions live in Africa, so we're gonna give it a savanna to prowl around in. So one thing that I like to do is give my animals something to stand on first. So we're just gonna make kind of a few scribbly lines to make it look like there's a shadow or something that he's standing on. And then we also need the background line, the horizon line of what's the farthest thing away. So we're gonna add in a line. It can be a little bit bumpy in case maybe there's some hills in the background. But that's the line that's the farthest away. And now I need some things to put in between, some things that maybe there's a plant right next to him to show that he is on the ground, and there's some things maybe he's with his other family. You could draw more lions around him, more plants wherever he's at. And now we need to show that things are getting smaller as they get farther away, because if this is a nice hill in the background, we want our plant to look smaller as it gets farther and farther away. And maybe you'll have some trees if you want to draw a tree in your background, or you could draw other kinds of animals if you know what other kind of animals live in the savannah, like an elephant or a giraffe. You could put those in your picture, but you can just see that as I'm adding in these different plants, and you could put different animals in your picture, it's going to show that depth and the distance that you'll have in your picture. And lastly, maybe you want some clouds to show that that is the sky up, and I see my light is making it hard to see, so we're going to add those in a little bit darker for you guys so you can see them. Alright, and there we have it. There is our lion. Thank you guys for joining us today with Art with Miss Karen. I hope that you'll come back soon to see what else we're going to draw up. Have a good day.